So I'm in a little mountain town called Manitou Springs in Colorado, close to Colorado Springs. And there are these things all around town called mineral springs. And as you can see with this one has a TDS, which is a total dissolved solids, of 1500. What this means is minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, chromium, chloride, sodium, magnesium, lithium, potassium, silica, sulfate, zinc, etc. All these different minerals, this water is rich in those minerals. Now, when you get water that comes from the faucet or it comes from a bottle, most likely it's not full of total dissolved solids like this one, minerals. It's most likely reverse osmosis, ozonation, or distillation process water. And this water is lacking in minerals, so we tend to not absorb it. Now, if you want the body of your dreams, you gotta be hydrated because you're not gonna feel good if you're not hydrated. If you're chronically dehydrated because you're drinking water that is not full of TDS, that is uh, overly filtered, then you just don't absorb it. The joints start to hurt, and you just become. It just doesn't feel good. So the body of your dreams is a body where you feel good, and if you don't feel good, then that's not the body of your dreams. So you gotta do something to change that. Usually the water and the food are some of the first things you can do to feel better, and then exercise and sleep. I highly recommend you go on a website called findaspring.net, .org, .com, not sure, but they will point you to mineral springs and other fresh springs in your town or area. You might have to drive a little bit, but I grab a ton of jugs. I prefer glass, but if you have plastic, go ahead. I prefer to grab one and then come all this way and fill it up. I don't care if I have to drive an hour or two because fresh water is everything. Water is life and water is important. So there are more along this block. All I have to do is just keep walking and I can just find tons of other springs just like this one. I know it's a little weird. This one tends to be high in lithium is what they say. So I guess it stabilizes the mood. Not sure. But I walk down the street and I can go ahead and drink from over 7 different springs, fresh mineral springs. Now, you might not have that many, but there are going to be some in your area. So go ahead and grab a jug of water, empty out that overly purified crap, and then fill it up with some of this fresh spring mineral water that's rich in total dissolved solids. Anyways, I thought I'd make a video on water because that's really important. I mean, we're made of water. So go out and try that. Grab a thing of water, go on the spring, findaspring.net, find a spring, fill it up, drink it, get dehydrated, and get closer to the body of your dreams. See you next time.